So today I'm going to be breaking down one of my rescores to give greater insight on the creative problem solving process. I'll explain why the music I wrote effectively supports and serves the storytelling of the film. I'll explain the musical choices that were made and why they work. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be working on a cute little short film called Snack Attack. A little old lady kind of judges someone a little too quick. Let me blow this up for you. So first, we're going to go through it with no music, and I'm just going to narrate and give my impressions. Then I'll play what I did, and then we'll go through it play by play. So she's in the train station, waiting for the train. She's got a little time and decides, I want some cookies. Look, there's one box left. Yay. Puts in her quarter and frustrated. I mean, we've all been there, right? Starts beating on the thing. She looks around. Anyone watching? Because I'm going to let this thing have it. Give me my cookies. She's clearly frustrated. And then she kind of feels defeated. She's given up. And she's like, you know what? Charges the thing. And then it eventually falls. You see her pick up there. She lights up a little. All right, it's cookie time. Anyway, she goes over to the bench outside and starts waiting for the train. She's going to enjoy her cookies and read her paper. Delicious. Then she starts reading her paper, and then look what happens. She reaches for a cookie. What is this? This guy's eating her cookie. What is... Look at her. She feels disgusted. Look at this rude punk. Give me my cookies. She's pissed. Look at this. Look at this. He takes the cookies from her like it's no big deal. He even dusts her off. The audacity. Look at her face. She's going to let him have it. Excuse me. What you don't know is he can't hear her. He's got his headphones in while she's yelling at him. And look at him. He's just chill. Thinks everything's fine. She's about to let him have it again. And then notices him taking the last cookie. Fights over it. And then she pleads with him. No, that's the last one. Look, I don't have any more. And him... being gracious, his act of kindness here, splits it with her. Of course, she's upset. She's like, here's what I think of your act of kindness. Watch this. That's what I think. You've ruined my day, ruined my cookie time. She's going to get on the train. It's arrived. Takes one last little scowl at him. Shakes her head all annoyed. I can't believe she's all in a huff. Stares out the window. I can't even look at it. Look at how friendly he is. I can't even look at you. Time to punch the ticket. Put the ticket back in the purse and then notices some cookie. Why are these in here? And then she realizes what happened. So we flash back. It looks like he bought some cookies, the same ones, and her just kind of absent-mindedly. She noticed that she looked at him and was like, ugh, before this even happened, and then mistakenly takes his. And she feels sad about it. You can see the actual remorse in her eyes. She feels guilty, but then something washes over her. Watch her smile here. She realized how generous this kid was being. This kid who she judged and thought was some kind of punk was really a nice guy. You know, there's a little hope in the world, little kindness. It's a cute film. It was fun to work on. Okay, so I'm going to quit talking and we're just going to play this thing so you can see what I did, and then we'll go through it play by play and we'll discuss it. Let's get this in focus here. Okay. Sorry, you couldn't see. I was messing with my screen. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay. Pretty good, I think. All right, let's start over. So let's go through this play by play. So the opening scene, I play I introduce rather the main melody. This melody is one that you'll hear a few times throughout the film. This is called the through line. And composers very often write a through line that you hear a few times to make the film feel more cohesive. It feels like, one whole story. Um, what this first piece does is a few things. It sets the tone from the beginning of the movie, and it introduces the main melody so you can start getting familiar with it. All right. Actually, I guess it does two things. All right. So let's listen to it real quick. Oh, that's the wrong. There we go. So, how would I characterize that music? I would say it's fairly happy, and it's got a touch of sweetness to it. You know, life kind of seems all right. I think it sets that kind of vibe. That first piece is effectively a needle drop. A needle drop is a reference to vinyls, you know, like records. When you would play your record, you would drop the needle, and a song would play. So, in movies, a needle drop is often a popular song you hear on the radio, but a composer can do a needle drop as well. The reason it's similar is because the song just kind of chugs along. It's just a song. It doesn't kind of move and dance and breathe with what's happening. It doesn't react with the film in real time. It just sets the vibe. And that's what popular songs do in like a montage or something like that. They have one emotion and they just set the vibe. And that's what this does. It introduces the film. It introduces it gives us an emotional starting place, right? This is how we feel. Yeah, it sets the vibe. Excuse me. All right. So right after there, there throughout this, there are little hints of the main melody. That's what that was. So why did I write that piece right there? What does that do? Really, I don't think that it needs it. I just kind of shoehorned in a celebration. It's cookie time is how I felt, because I love cookies. She found her little quarter, and again, if the director hired me for this, he may not have liked it. I just kind of shot my shot. I was like, if this is my movie, I would put this in here. So that's what I went for. Let me play it again. Also, this sets up a contrast because she doesn't get her cookies, right? This music sounds frustrated here. See what I've done here, right? It went from frustrated to, is anyone watching me? Anyone looking at me? Because I'm about to knock into this thing, right? Dude, I'm jumping around a few different emotions here all at once. Frustration, confusion, to sneaky, to... And then here is frustration and defeat. And then one last attempt. And that right there, ta-da, is basically like ta-da or yay. Yay. Okay, and this next piece here. Well, actually, let me comment here first. Why does this music work? Why does it work? So there are a few different changes in her emotions, and I think the music effectively captured them in real time. So this is a stylistic approach called Mickey Mousing, where I'm not writing big long pieces of music to set the scene. What I'm doing is writing these little micro pieces of music to from moment to moment. It's very tightly it's very tightly timed with what's on the screen. And I think in cartoons, it's just a very effective method. So now that she's gotten her cookies, she's about to go sit on the bus. I do another needle drop. I reintroduce the main melody, but I do a slightly different arrangement, and it's a little bit faster paced. So all through here, let me actually just kind of scrub through here. After she gets her cookies, this whole section here, I'm just going to play this at double speed. There we go. This whole section here, it doesn't need a play-by-play. I can default to. I can go back to stop. I can go back to just setting the vibe. I don't need to write the music for every little moment. So again, this sets the vibe and then reminds us of the main melody. And then this has gone on for a while, so I changed the key here to make it last a little long. I don't want it to get tired. All right, so I do a little record scratch there. I think it's a pretty amusing transition. And we switch styles back up. Now I'm gone back to scoring moment for moment. So that look on her face there, like she is disgusted. The mood has changed, and I'm introducing a new motif here. You can hear it in the winds. Right there. So that music is it kind of portrays annoyed confusion, I would say. Let's say why that works. Let me, I'm gonna switch this. It's making navigating a pain in the behind. I really want to snap back. Okay, there we go. That music there, that's confusion. And then we're gonna switch to. So this little motif I'm playing, da 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 da. Where is it? It's here. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. That little motif, this whole section of the film kind of hovers around this motif. You'll hear it repeated a few times. And when she gets angry, I'm going to play it a little more aggressively. Because she's about to get up and tell him what she thinks. So here's a little more angry. Now you notice I changed the last note. The dun 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 dun. Instead of dun dun dun, it goes up. That's because something we want the audience to think something's about to happen. Was it here? Yeah. So now we're hearing from his perspective, and you hear rock music playing. If you'll notice, I worked in the motif, the dun 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 dun, na na na. It's now in his ear. We're hearing his earbuds. You're hearing rock music played. If you listen closely, you can hear that the electric guitar, the lead guitar, is actually playing it. Let's do it one more time. Did you hear it in there? So that music there, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're just kind of Mickey Mousing. We're actually musically portraying the struggle between the cookie. It's very busy and it's loud. That bell there, that's I think the emotion that it invokes is this is serious. The tube bells, like, oh no. And then I switch to please don't take my cookies. And I even switched to like sympathy and sadness, like look I'm all na na na. Here's the theme one more time, but played with the piano all soft. And that section there, the string run, just Mickey Mousing, just copying what's on the screen musically. Did I go too far? Oh yeah, I did. Sorry about that. Here we go. And if you listen there closely, I reintroduce the theme from the beginning. This is I think of this as her theme, and now it's played with a bassoon and a lower register, and it sounds grumpy to mirror her emotions here. So I start out with the main melody, and then the last two notes, I go down a couple notes. It's not the main melody. I break away from it so that I can accent the anger on her face. You'll hear the rest of the orchestra kick in. This rumble. Well, I guess it wasn't the whole orchestra. It was the timpani, just kind of rumbling. She thinks she's about to explode. And she does it. Okay, so their interaction is basically over. Now I am going to reintroduce the main theme again. I'm going to do another needle drop, except the vibe is going to be very different. Like her day's ruined now, and she's grumpy. So I'm doing another arrangement of it again to reflect what she's feeling. It's in a lower register and yeah, it's. Moment of peace here, and then she realized what she's done. So all that there was just build up so I could do a harp glissando watch, just to it's a common trope, like when someone's having a flashback or a memory or something like that. I think it's pretty well done though. Right here. So this section, when she's flashing back, I don't play any music at all. I thought this was a good opportunity to let the film breathe. I've been playing music nonstop from wall to wall, and the audience actually gets tired if you go too long and too hard. It's good to have these little pauses. Okay, so she realized what she's done, and I wash back in with the harp, like we've gone to the flashback of memory, and now we're washing back to reality again. A very common trope, but it's effective. So we reintroduce the main melody. So it's been a useful tool. We introduced one last time. I'm going to reintroduce the main melody, but I want it to mirror her emotions here. So she feels obviously remorse and guilt for the way she's behaved, because this kid has been kind to her, and she was rude. She didn't realize what was going on, but still, you see it in her eyes. So I'm playing it very soft and very, gently on the piano there. Let me see if I can zero in on it. So, it's here. So first we do guilt, and then we do gratitude. So it plays it again, and I tried to write it like it was warmth, a sense of warmth and gratitude, and like there's still some hope left in the world. There's still some beauty in the world. So let's do it one more time. See, he was like, again, I want to point out, she was taking his cookies the whole time, and he never said a word. He never gave her a dirty look. He didn't raise his voice. Nothing. He wasn't a jerk to her. And I think that warmth there, I really do think that the strings here really convey that warmth. One more time, I promise, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. So we started with the main melody with a different feel, and we ended with the main melody with a completely different place. And you can see how the arrangements of just one melody can really go the distance in serving a film. And plus, hearing it a few times, repetition is good. You obviously don't want to repeat things too much because they get tired, but a few times creates a sense of familiarity and a sense of cohesiveness. You'll notice if you pay attention, a lot of composers do this. They write a through line. So, does this music, the sections that have the little songs, or the sections that go moment to moment, does this music help tell the story? I would say this particular style gives it a stylistic boost. Let me mute it real quick. So her, for example, see her getting frustrated, and now she's looking around, right? We've been here. And then she starts beating into this thing. Like, do I need music to tell the audience that she's frustrated, or can you already guess it? Of course you can guess it, right? You can see it on her face. You can see it in her actions. So it's not a what it does is it gives it a little flavor, a little character. In live action films, you can't do this very often. This particular style where you accent every little moment. So not necessary. Does it help tell the story? I think it gives it a little boost with style, a little flavor. So yeah, thank you for checking out my rescore. I hope that I helped you understand. Excuse me. What kind of decisions are made and go into this process. So thanks for stopping by. We'll see you for the next one.